Team Spirit. So we're looking forward to seeing this one. Sprout, they have done a lot of work on Dust2 in the past. They've been able to perform, but again, we talk about Spirit is probably the best Dust2 team in the world, right? Especially how they're performing, and those odds at the top of your screen certainly favoring Team Spirit heavily now. It's getting worse and worse for Sprout, but here we go. Utility out for Chopper, 4 sets of Kevlar. Sprout, you're not going to be feeling too comfortable about this, so if you get a good start in the pistol round, that can sort of ease the nerves a little bit. And Slacks is looking for a headshot to try and open things up down in towards lower tunnels. He can start putting some pressure onto Slacks, who starts to bring himself back.
Spitty is lying in wait, but the flashbang will force him off the angle. Fallon comes in for a peek. Got a couple of opportunities there. However, no shots landing onto the Spirit players who move into short. Sprout have spotted these players though. So the A side of the map is one that they will be aware of. They'll look at the short position. And Spirit's still just taking their time.
Jump over the top, trying to get rid of Slacks, and now Cressy with the pressure on his shoulders. Can he make anything work with his USP? Well, Team Spirit is going to avoid him, and they're going to go down into B again, through the lower tunnels. Faven hears this. What is rotation? How do they deal with this Spirit? Because Magic's still putting pressure on them on the A side, keeping him here for the time being, giving them more time for his teammates to get more comfortable as they pressure into the B bomb site. Spitty and Dennis have hit the first headshots. Sprout have got the first kills, and Team Spirit now trying to pull this back. They're going to pressure Dennis to the back of the platform. They finally get rid of him, and now trying to hold on, but Cresty's already in. Faven on the flank. Mir's just left alone, and it's a really solid pistol round from Sprout. They've had all of the important kills, and they only lose one player.
Good start for Sprout. They don't overly rotate. They don't fall for the fact that they see Spirit moving into short. Could have been the A play, but Spirit decide to take their time, go all the way back to B, and Sprout are able to lock them out of the site itself. No bomb plant allowed means no investment for Team Spirit into this second. They fought one dig for Mir last minute, but that is all they will get into this round. So should be a very comfortable one for Sprout to take the 2-0 lead.
And these good starts on maps that you're definitely not favored to win can let you settle in a little bit. Get some of these individuals tasting a few kills. I think Slacks in particular is a very important player to get going here on Dust2. We got to see Sprout earlier on play Dust2, and Slacks was having a brilliant performance. I think a big part of that was, of course, the weaknesses of Team 1, who didn't really throw utility in towards short. And Slacks had to deal with a lot of that, but we'll see how he holds this time. Quick headshot on the Magic. Spitty's helping him out as well with the rifle. They're really cleaning up these Glocks now, and Spitty does a very good job indeed with a 3K. Chopper's trying his best out long. He's got one with a Glock, but eventually goes down to Cressy, and now 2-0.
2-0 start for Sprout. Let's see what Team Spirit can do now that they've got the AKs straight out into round 3. This is what they saved for. Scout on Degster could still do well for them. Holding in towards mid. We've seen these scout fights before, and Degster just hits him with a headshot.
Oh, Faven, I feel bad for him, and what a start. He's got a headache. He'll feel that one tomorrow. And Mir out towards long. He's got an opening. Chopper in behind him. Oh no, this is the start we were expecting from Team Spirit when it comes to these gun rounds. We know that's how explosive they can be. I mean, Dexter gets the timing right for the shot through the mid doors, immediately puts them in a difficult position, and then the long attack out from Team Spirit is just so blisteringly fast, right? You're just getting rid of these players as quickly as possible, dispelling them out of the way. And look at the walk-in to the tunnels here from Dennis. He's pushed up and Slacks is in behind him. They're going to try and start to wrap around into spawn. Team Spirit just walking their way, taking their time as well. They don't want to lose another player. They want to keep this as clean as possible. They want to keep all 5 alive. They're going to go and get that bomb plant. They're going to try and build this money. For Slacks and Dennis, they're in T-spawn right now, probably considering saving their weapons because the money isn't that well built up at all right now for Sprout. Just setting up for a couple of exit kills is the only real option available to them now, and Team Spirit will get there first.
I think it's fitting that that's the first round that Team Spirit win because it shows how terrifying they are on Dust2. No time to react on any of those kills. Instant headshots delivered. And in case you guys at home thought we were overrating Spirit on Dust2, I assure you we were not. They've come in and showed us why you should be scared if you're a Sprout fan right now. Magic's with another kill. Spirit with a win here would get their Dust2 win rate above 90% in the last few months, which is something no other team in the world can say.
Yeah, I mean, Dust2, that consistency is just real difficult to pull off. Some would say even impossible. And we hear all of the pundits of the game, all of our experts in Counter-Strike saying Dust2 is not a sustainable map. You can't go towards it. It's more of a coin toss a lot of the time. Team Spirit are defying the odds. They're defying logic when it comes to this map because they're just so good on it.
They've won 10 in a row. Looking to make it 11 here against Sprout, but as we were saying, Sprout themselves have some tricks up their sleeves on Dust2. No tricks for Dennis in this round. And wow, Magic's with a second shot, continuing his fine form over from Ancient.
Yeah, Dennis, we'd actually seen a lot of Dennis in the previous game against Big on Dust2. Dennis had a lot of those good kills in towards the B-bomb site with the deagle. We know he's capable of pulling those off, just couldn't line them up in this one. Team Spirit real crispy on those shots, in particular Magic's, of course. Player getting those kills. And Chopper, this is the reward for being patient. Just holding, doing the most boring, dirty roll, holding outside of the longhouse for some of these exit kills. And Slacks has something of value here. He has a FAMAS, he's got a Kevlar and helmet and a kit, and now oh, he's going to find himself a kill and a second as well. He was about to be under too much pressure there, but he's done well, and now he jumps out. Now he jumps out for the long fight, and he's lost his life. Magic's found a 3K in that round, and that's going to tie up the scoreline. I honestly do believe the success for Team Spirit on Dust2 becomes consistent because it's a map they don't have to think on. You know, it's all raw ability on this map for them. The little amount of thinking allows them to just focus on the individual ability, and when that happens, they just stomp people. I mean, they destroyed Navi on this. Absolutely destroyed Navi on Dust2.
And like you said, once you get to that pro level, a lot of the rounds are fairly formulaic. You kind of know what's going to happen.
What?
Magic's just gets another double kill.
Through the smoke and blinded as well for the second. Incredible stuff from Magic's. That mere peek through middle probably should have netted a kill onto Dennis, but luckily he's going to turn around and get the fight quickly. This long walk up starting to come in. Magic's, well, young Boris is having a pretty good start here on Dust2.
Spray from Dennis, unsuccessful. SDY jumping across, so those spams are harder to hit. This is the other reason why Spirit are great on Dust2, is that on the T side especially, if one player just overperforms and gets 1 or 2 kills, the rotates are really difficult to pull off.
Yeah.
We see it all the time on the A site. Just 1 kill can put the CTs in such a precarious position.
Rotates and retakes can be very difficult, in particular as well on the B-bomb site. You know, if you lose those 2 players quickly on defense or even just concede the site, even in 3v3 retakes, you're very unlikely to be able to win those at the CT side. It's just very difficult to get back in unless you have utility available. And that utility will certainly become important alongside the weapons that they've got over here for Sprout. So a good idea to save their weapons. A good idea not to throw it all away. And I think they were handed an incredibly difficult start from Magic's just getting a double kill.
He's looking so good today. Very exciting when Magic's can play like this. What can Sprout do about it, though? That is the question we have to ask ourselves, because so far, after winning the pistol, they've been put in a pretty poor position after Magic's has been beating them up.
Getting beaten up by Boris.
Never a fun time. Here goes Dexter. Oh, the flash comes in for him. We've seen this before. He will be forced off the angle by the smoke this time, though.
We've seen it quite a few times in one round versus Vitality yesterday. You know, he loves those flash peeks in towards long. Team Spirit are a team as well that they love to take the short control quite quickly in their defaults. They haven't been doing that just yet. They're still going to try and fight for B, and there has been some aggression here from Sprout. They've got 2 players in here, and Slacks, I'm liking this. They're putting him in a couple of different positions, trying to make him really sing with that AWP. He did have an opportunity, but no kills come out of it. And that aggression is now called off for Sprout. No one's come out with a kill, yo. And right now, a minute left. I think Spirit would be more happy about not losing a player here, considering that aggression could have worked out.
It's important for Sprout, though, that they don't lose some of these early fights that have been plaguing them in the previous rounds. Slacks is just now going back to A, but Dexter's found a pick through the mid doors. Run boost around for Magics. They'll start to clear out short. And the time is ticking here, so we may just see a commitment into this A site where Sprout have 3 players stacked.
Slacks has got back over here just in time. The issue is the utility is going to disallow him these easy picks he was getting earlier. Here come the flashes, here come the picks. Cressy's down quickly, and Magic's now moving closer, encroaching on the bomb site, limiting the space the CTs can play with. And now looking for his headshot. He's got that as well. Slacks has got to get out of that. AWP backing off in towards long. SDY has found his teammate, and Slacks, there's nothing he can do. He's running away. Best case scenario is saving this AWP, and that might not even happen. SDY takes it out of his hands. 4-2 for Team Spirit.
Super solid stuff from Spirit. No complaints. Solid utility. They wait patiently. Dexter eventually finds that pick. I think it's nice for Spirit to have some of those rounds where they play slower. It gives Dexter that chance to slowly but surely work his way into the round. He's not always going to go flying in for an early pick. He's a much more measured AWPer, so it's nice to have a slower round where he gets the chance to get that early frag, and then those flashes into A and those sharp shots secure the 4th round. And for Sprout, I don't know what you say in this timeout right now. It just feels so hard to find a way back, because whatever Spirit do, they're still going to land these shots. They're still going to be very good individually, and you just have to try and match that.
I don't think you do have to match it. I think there's a way around setting up your players. I think that's the idea that Sprout are going for right now. They're trying to get some of these aggressive traps being laid out in towards tunnels. I don't think you can match what Spirit are capable of doing. I just don't think the players can do that. That's impossible. So you got to figure out what you can do. And the beautiful game of Counter-Strike allows you to counter those individuals. Dust2 just has less options to do that. That's the worrying part. They're going to try. Sprout are going to try and go deep in the strat book. What setups can they pull out? What can they do? Some aggression, some traps laid. Maybe we get some tunnels aggression to get that map control back. They've tried so far, but not in this round, most likely. They've only got deagles. They don't have all those weapons. They don't have the AWPs, the utility. This is likely to be a Team Spirit clean round taken. Once again, they're taking their time. They're walking out long. Leading the charge is going to be Mir in this one. They're going to smoke double in towards CT. Again, just very methodical. Even in these rounds, Team Spirit's taking their time. They don't want to lose out any players. They want to make sure they don't walk into a stack, into a trap. They don't want to lose any players at all. And they're going to confirm that bomb plant. And in doing so will be the round win. It's not confirmed until the bomb goes down. And this point for Sprout, just sitting back, stacking out the B bomb site. You know, often you will see teams do this where they invest into a round, and on the CT side, they stack one side. If the opponents don't go that way, they'll just decide to save their weapons and the Kevlar into the next one. But Magic's, he's hungry. He's had a very good start. He's insatiable for death right now. He's going to start going forward. The doorway. Magic's about to peek it, and a headshot onto Favin. Magic's looking for more. At the window, if he is to walk through there, likely to lose his life with how many players are on the other side of it, and I think Magic's is aware of that. I think he'll be happy with just the one. And it will be Sprout saving a couple of their weapons over into the next round, but again, it is Sprout who will lose the round. Team Spirit up to 5-2, and here comes the buy round for the Germans.
Mostly just making sure they save that Kevlar, which can be put to use in this buy round for Sprout. The Deegs unlikely to come into play. For Team Spirit, though, their economy is just so bonkers right now that Magic's can afford to go and hunt these pistol players and just get away with that one kill.
Yeah, making it rain. And while, Slacks has a big peek. This is what I want to see more of, right? Instead of letting Spirit run at him, Slacks has to go and take those fights. I think that's the way he's going to have to do it. Triple boost over the top, and Favin, I don't know how, but he's ready for that.
Wow. He arrived there just before the boost was assembled, too. If he was a second slower, He tries to peek into the angle and he probably gets taken care of. It is Magix on the other side though, and Magix is not missing today. Gets the AWP into his hands, gets a kill back, and he's hungry for more.
Yeah, re-peeking Team Spirit is always a deadly act, and now they go through pre-fire. Second kill from Spitty. It's actually Dennis who's taking those away. That's the old German duo taking themselves a couple of kills, and now it's Mir in a 1v4. AK-47 going down into lower tunnels. I love that from Spitty and Dennis. It's just, Spitty does the early damage with the A1S, and then Dennis takes the rest.
Haven't seen a massive amount from Mir so far in this series. He's been more middle of the pack for Team Spirit. Don't think there's a way for him to win this round, though, without the bomb. He could get the kill onto Slacks. Taking away the AWP would be nice. Not sure if that is too likely. Never mind, it is. Slacks unable to react to Mir's position in time. Could try and save that AWP at this point. Spirit's economy is great. This is more about taking one of those AWPs away from Sprout, who haven't got much money in the bank right now.
And that does become a problem, right? Because, yeah, okay, Sprout win that, but is it sustainable to be able to get away with that early pick on the AWP? These are the two kills. Dennis, Spitty was pre-firing and initially did the damage. And then Favin predicts the triple boost. So you have, I think there's two early picks from the Sprout, allows them to put Team Spirit in a desperate position where they're forced to go for that run out into the B-bomb site. So Team Spirit, if they're going to win more rounds, they're going to have to consistently find these openings. And I think the way they're going to have to do that is with gimmicky plays, trying to get Slacks aggressive, trying to get him into position, setting up him for some of these early fights. And they're going to try that again. And this could work out. This boost is nice.
No vision onto these players, though, right now. They're going to back up. Nice from Slacks. Aware of the angle. Quick pre-fire around the corner. Sprout get an early kill, and that's where they've been struggling in some of these earlier rounds.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They need to get these kills opening up, and Slacks, again, is the man that's found them it. And that's going to give them a huge advantage into the round, because Sprout are quite good at playing when they're a man up. It's the man down situation that becomes very difficult for them. But once they've got this player to the good, it puts them in quite a comfortable position and forces Team Spirit to figure out the answer. And so often the answer can be that short execute on Dust2. And it looks like they're going to go for it. Smokes are going to be at the ready. Slacks, when utility comes in, it can sometimes be neutralized here. Let's see if that's the case again. He's going to throw some of his counter utility up into short. Now they're going to try and get out off the ledge. Slacks dropping back. Oh, blinded. Great utility here from Team Spirit. And it's just completely locking him out of the round. Oh, good fallback though. And a nice flick up onto Magix.
Finally finding that opportunity after those flashes came his way previously. Dagster seeing if he can repeat the performance that Slacks put in from this position. First shot is good. He's got a molly as well. He can slow them down even further. That could easily buy a bit more time for this post plant.
Yeah, and Dagster is hungry for it, but the spray's starting to come in, and he goes for the fight anyway. Spitty was pre-firing him, and Dagster just keeps going. The BM, he tries to fall back, but Mir is blocking him. Does not allow the fallback from Dagster. You go down. SDY holding the post plant. The timing. Mir's found the AWP. Oh, Sprout. This round looks so good. They got the first two openings, but it ends in misery. I don't think there's a team in the world that is as good at turning those unfavorable situations into round wins so consistently. Sprout with a 3 versus 5 on Dust2. They're just so good on this map. It's just, look at this. 3v5, and then Dagster just gets confident to go back for the second peak. And that play, not many players will get away with that. So making that work, Dagster's just showing sheer confidence right now.
So well played. Dagster making sure that he gets the important kills because they were down in numbers. He knew he needed to make some plays. Definitely did that with those shots. And now Sprout have another timeout and a decision to make with their money. Saving is an option, or half buying is an option with their big loss bonus. It looks like that may be the choice they take.
Dagster looking for the shot through the mid doors. Slacks. He's going to be looking for this early pick. He's going to drop back in behind the smoke. And it will be this half bite. It will be the light investment. But if they can get an opening again, I would start to get really excited about Slacks. The worrying part is he did get 2 openings in the last round. It wasn't enough. That does worry me. Mir has been dinked up through the doorway. He's down to 38.
Dagster. Full focus on the mid doors. Sprout not giving him that opportunity. SDY looking for a way into the B side of the map, but they're spread across the board. In comes a molly from Fressy behind those smokes from Team Spirit. Magics will push past the Flames, trying to find a way in, and Mir eventually waits patiently, spots that long push, and now they can commit to the A site much more comfortably.
Oh, Slacks. Good kill on the Magics, and now Slacks looking to hold on, looking for a little bit more, and he's done well to get this first kill. He would love a second, but his teammates have arrived now. The cavalry have arrived, and the kills are coming in as well. Slacks still alive, still kicking, and another one! This is huge from Slacks. And now it's all on Dagster. 1 versus 3, AK-47 over the top, and Cressy with the kill. Sprout won a miracle round. It was down to the half buys, down to the investment for this next round, but it doesn't even matter. They make it work on the weaker guns, and Slacks, we asked, is he going to be able to show up against the better teams in this tournament? The answer so far has been no. Up until this point, he is looking great on Dust2.
A good headshot initially, and then just body shots required on those second 2 fights. Important moment there for Sprout to put themselves in a position where this half can be more competitive. Slacks given another opportunity. Oh, and this time he hits the tight shot through the door.
He's feeling it right now. He's getting real confident. Those kills in the last round are going to fire him up with the AWP. And now peeking out through the doors. It's a missed shot this time. Mir catches him. The shot actually looked like it went between Mir's legs, but look at this from Cressy. He's pushed into the longhouse. Good control back for Sprout. CT smoke coming in for Team Spirit, but look what they're doing. Once again, they're going for the short play. They have no one in B right now, so it will just be the run up into the A site, and the spacing is a little off. SDY was too far in front of his teammate. Oh, Spitty, you gotta take at least one that. Itchy goes in, Cressy's aggression at long, catching Magics out, and now it's all starting to crumble. But what have I said before? Team Spirit can pull these rounds off. When you count them out, when they're down and out, they can pull their way back through it. It's the 2 big hitters. It's Mir and Dagster. They can make this work. Dagster's looking for a pick right below him. The AWP of Dennis comes out, and now it's just Mir, the rifle, trying to find the angles, but it hasn't worked out for him. Dennis does well. An AWPer in his own right. Obviously had that stint over at Big, where he was doing some AWPing. We were looking at that today, Hawker. 5 months, was it? He was on the team. So, at least from May till September, actually, I think it was. So he's definitely had some experience hitting the servers with the AWP.
Definitely a capable player with the AWP in his hands. Generally, you might tend to see Fav and pick up the AWP sometimes now, especially on Dust2 when he's playing that B site, but can't complain when Dennis gets it into his hands. Sprout showing us that they are going to put up a fight here on Dust2. Good signs from them. As we were saying earlier, it's a map they do like to play, even if they don't have the same ridiculous win rate that Spirit have on it. And Slacks again, boosted up. Another clean kill early in the round. He's continuing to get these important early frags, and he's been a big reason why Spirit haven't been able to win a lot of these early fights that they were winning earlier in this game.
Smoke out at the end of the tunnels, Favin. Close to the other side of the wall. Magics is going to be leading the charge, and he was really hot to trot at the beginning of Dust2, but now he might just crumble. Dennis is starting to warm up now. Favin as well, peeking out. The setup's good for Sprout. Good flash buying. Well, Sprout, their CT side has found the answers, and now they're tied up. 6-6. We've been waiting for this, Sprout, and now they've arrived. They want to stay in Germany.
Could be time for a pause here on the Spirit side. Because right now, Sprout are looking good here on home soil.
Yeah, they're gonna grab the train. You don't want to grab the train home, right? You want to stay in Cologne, stay comfortable. And Team Spirit's not an easy team to try and get over, but they're working this out. They're competing on that individual level now. But it's off good team play that is allowing them to do it.
If they could come back and get this win on Dust2 after the slow start, it would be some statement to any other team in the world that Sprout are no slouches on Dust2. I think most teams already know that, but a win against Spirit would put them up there as a real top team on this map. Slacks has been really good in these recent rounds at finding these early fights. This time he's been forced back slightly, but he's still trying to find his way in for an early kill. Doesn't look like Spirit will give him that chance though. Smoke goes up and obscures his vision. Plenty of time remaining as Spirit move their way in through the mid doors, and they want to go straight towards B.
And Dennis has done well to get the first pick, and he's still alive, and now Molotoving off the doorway. Oh, Fav, he's about to get his kill. His teammate's down, though. And now Dexter is in a duel in middle. He gets away with a kill onto Dennis, but not the second on the Cressy. Chopper has dropped down into the side to get a look for the bomb plant, but again, Sprout are up 2 players, and Favin's done well to run into the tunnels. That's a great post-plant position, taken away from Team Spirit, and that keeps them inside of the site, and that makes things easier for Sprout, because now they can fight on 2 sides. They can come in from both angles. Mir and Chopper is now just Chopper. First kill up, now 2 remain. Spitty and Slacks in front of him, both coming in from the same position. Chopper can focus down the doorway. The flashes come in, they spotted his position. Now they're running him down, looking to trade him out. 1, 2, Chopper has mowed them down. Team Spirit up to 7, and it's their in-game leader that pulls them through.
Such a difficult 2v4 there for Mir and Chopper, but I love the way they play it. They focus on the tunnels first. They make sure to take these fights together. Mir up close goes down, but Chopper can trade him, and then he realizes that's likely the tunnel side dealt with. Now I've got to focus on these players coming in through the door or window, and he plays behind that box. He uses that sound to his advantage, is able to hide as long as possible, and the spray onto both those players was brilliant from Chopper at the end there. Spirit coming through with those heroics, and that's what they needed to get themselves back into this game. And you have to, again, give credit to Sprout, because that's a round they probably should win the majority of the time. They really are making these round wins difficult for Team Spirit now.
Cressy is about to get the perfect timing. Look at that, right through the doors. Chopper was setting up utility, and that has given them an advantage to Sprout. They've actually been dominating a couple of these opening duels now over the last few rounds. It's all about figuring out how you're going to win the round, though, because Spirit have shown a tendency to be able to come back into the round you count them out of. And you don't want to be able... You don't want to be on the receiving end of that, should we say, for Sprout. Slacks is posted up. He's looking for an overextension, and I don't think that's coming through anytime soon. I don't think we're going to see a solo play from Spirit without that utility starting to come in. And they are going to start throwing that utility. Slacks decides to try and catch them, but here comes the B split. Smokes down into CT spawn, and Dennis once again tested. He's been good so far, but this is not good enough. Magix has found him. Cressy elsewhere doing work, and Favin gets away with 1. But the traders come in, and still, just about, is the 1-man advantage for Sprout. Into the retake. Cressy, the big part of this, has found the majority of the kills for Sprout in the round. He's coming in through tunnels. SDY is focused onto the B ramp. Mir's going to be holding on around the box side, and utility is going up. The flash is in. Slacks is blinded SDY, and now it's just Mir. Can he clutch it out? He's got the lineup, but 2 players looking him down. It's going to be the defuse, and Sprout are going to get it. 7-7. We're all tied up.
So much of that comes down to Cressy. Slacks gets that early information on short. Got to give him a lot of props, because he spots those players falling back from short, and that means that they give away the fact that they're not going for the A play. Cressy goes ahead and pushes out through A long, and that means he can come in for the flank and start to get himself a couple of kills. And because he had that A long push, then he could wrap all the way around into the tunnels, get into some really good positions to retake that B bomb site. Even though Dennis and Favin could only get 1 kill on the whole between them, good enough for Sprout, who had those good positions from those prior frags. And now into the last round of the half, Sprout looked the more likely team to have the lead at the halftime break.
Oh, right through the smoke. Actually, a bit of a gap there for Faven to play with. SDY has been taken down. And for Sprout, this is impressive because we talk about the T-side prominence of Team Spirit. We know how strong they can be, how big the leads can be out of the T-side. We've seen that against Vitality yesterday. But against Vitality, they nearly did go to overtime. So we have seen Team Spirit tested on the map already in the tournament. And now here comes the play. Into the B-bomb site from Team Spirit. A man down once again. Favid and Dennis, they've been good so far, but they've really got to step up. Utility coming in. Dennis with the first kill. Favid does go down without a fight. Luckily, Dennis is still alive, and he's up in the window. Oh, Chopper bunny hopping across to get the bomb down. And getting that bomb planted now puts a timer on the play. Team Spirit have got the kill back as well, thanks to Dexter, and now a 3v3 retake scenario. Sprout trying to come back in, and they found a quick kill. Spitty's the man to take Dexter out of play. And Chopper looks like he wants to get aggressive. This is a good angle for him. He's not going to go around the corner. Instead, now takes the fight, just gets one, stays alive, drops down again. Chopper's looking for a pick onto the op barrel, but once again, it is Chopper in the 1v2. He switches out to the Tech 9, and now the AWP. Drops down, Cressy running him down through the doorway. Chopper, can he do it again? Not this time, but is there time for Cressy? He's going onto the bomb. He's got to hold it. It's going to be close. It's going to be real close. But Cressy, he's just about got it. It's 8-7 at the half. Sprout have done it. They've gone into the second half with the lead. We'll see if they can survive here in Cologne with just a second half coming up after the break.
Sometimes I like the way you try, even though you know you will fail. Sometimes I give you hope before I take it all away from you. Just go. I'll never let you win. I feel you caving in. Just go.
resilience from Sprout have got them into the lead, and now they have to do the difficult part of closing out Dust2 versus Team Spirit. It can often be one of the most difficult things to do. We've seen it from Vitality yesterday. We think they were going to be able to force the GOT, but Spirit always find a way. So Sprout on this T side, lots of work to do, and a lot of utility into the pistol round.
So far, though, I think Sprout have been the better team overall in the way they've approached this map. Spirit's round wins have come largely off the individual skill, and we know that Magix has been showing us his skills so far today. He gets the opener here in the pistol.
Dexter's going to be hiding in behind Karin. Oh, the peek up, they didn't think about him. It's going to work out for one, and now he's looking for more. Oh, Favin's run out of ammo, and so is Dexter. Reload's coming through, but finally the headshot from Dexter. Questy on the double kill, though. He's going back for more, and Spitty is the player that's done it. And he's got that kill back into the 1v1. He's down to 9 HP right now. Mir, he's on the A bomb site. Plenty of time here for Spitty, and that's why he's going to leave long and go elsewhere.
Mir just peeked long, though. He knows it's clear now. Every single body has been placed on the A side of the map, but the last one might be towards mid if Spitty gets spotted.
I think his teammates called to him there that he had seen Mir cross over, but that's a brilliant headshot right through the door. Right between Spitty's eyes as well. 8-8 on the board. We're tied up. Team Spirit will win the pistol round. And for Sprout, they're going to go for the force buy. They did win one of these, if you remember back in the first half. We know they can pull those off. It's difficult to deal with the pistols when they're getting these kind of shots off. You know, these clean little headshots. It's just so good.
I've got to say for Sprout, considering they came into this saying they would be playing quite loose, I think they've showed us that they're not just a team who's playing loose. I really have liked the structure. I liked a lot of those CT plays, just making a couple of really nice moves at the right time, going for some well-timed aggression. There's a lot of thought put into the plays they were making. Got to see if the same can be said for their T side, though. Scout out for Slacks. Dennis just with a Glock. That means he is done for.
Magic's trying to fight at long range, and when you're doing that with the MP9, you run the risk of dying to the Deagle. The Deagle is certainly the better weapon for that kind of range. And so Magix has paid the ultimate price for his peak. Smoke in the middle of the bomb site. Slacks is looking for a peek upon the extremities of the smoke, but I don't think he'll be finding that opportunity anytime soon, because Team Spirit realize you've just lost a player. We don't have expendable players now. There's no need to peek them. We're going to wait for them to come to us. With 40 seconds left, Dexter has that opportunity to dish out damage and potentially get some kills here from it as well. Getting the boost ready. They're going to go for the what? The boost has worked out for a blistering fast shot from Slacks. It's ripped open the head of Mir. Another attack up in towards the site. Chopper is able to get one. Cresty's down to 46 and onto the site. They're onto the site right now, and Deagle shot's coming in. This is unbelievable from Sprout. Now it's just Dexter left in the 1 versus 3. We said before, we didn't know, based on the performance of this tournament so far, whether or not Sprout were going to be able to compete on the individual front. And so far, they have delivered. That is a nuts round out of them.
No nades for the cross, just having to rely on pure aim, pure shooting. And they're able to find some amazing kills, some brilliant headshots with the scout, with the Deags. Spirit had all the information as well. They had a player push through mid, looking into the lower tunnels. They knew the A play was coming, and Sprout was simply better individually in this round, hitting those headshots. And if we get more rounds like that from Sprout, put with their fundamentals, I think they've got a great chance here. Slacks goes ahead and hits that scout shot. 9-8 lead for Sprout, and Team Spirit are down in the dumps ahead of this next one.
Yeah, and this is worrying for Team Spirit, right? Dust2 often their comfort ground. That shot was just filthy. But now Sprout really making it quite uncomfortable for them.
What is this force from Spirit?
Yeah, why have you bought Joe Brothers?
What is the dualies? Why are the dualies in play?
Chopper has gone insane.
Even choosing to force buy here is a pretty big risk.
Chopper, someone needs to check on him, right? He's been in quarantine, hasn't he? He's gone a bit insane here with his buy.
The money was actually worse than I realized for Spirit, so I guess they've just decided, screw it, we're going to save and get a bad buy, or we could just force here and try and put Sprout right back into that poor position. Dexter's moved all the way into top mid, but he's going to get away as he gets blinded, and he goes back for more.
Only a madman does that. He goes in for the re-peek, and he comes away with a kill.
Speaking of madmen, Chopper with the dually.
Chopper indeed. Slack's now holding on. He's done well to get Mir out of there. Oh no. Not like this, Sprout. After a round win, they shouldn't have won themselves in the previous. It's looking like there could be a reply from Team Spirit, but that shot from Slacks might just change things. Spitty's trying to get back in towards top mid. Dexter really is the only player with that rifle in play. And now he's alone. He's the only player on the server, but that might be enough because he's found Spitty as well. And it's just Slacks. Dexter's going to start falling back, changing up his position, going into lower tunnels, thinking Slacks is going to go to the B side of the map, but it's the other side of the map that Slacks has decided to go.
Oh, and Slacks now doubles back.
This could be so good for Dexter. If he sends the bomb back into spawn, he's going into middle. Does he go B?
No.
There's no way he goes B.
Oh, does Dexter see him?
Oh, no! He's got in through middle. He can go to the B bomb site right now. Oh, Dexter, he's been given the go around. He's got to go all the way. We've just got a big tour of Dust2 here. We can see every part of the map. And for Slacks, this is brilliant because this is so much time for him to get that bomb planted. Go and take a good post plant. Dexter's quickly running through CT spawn. Needs to get his gun out shortly. Needs to be worried about that window, but no one's peeking from it. Slacks is staying inside of the site.
No kit either.
No utility.
Quick.
Yeah, doesn't have the resources here. Just got to get this instant kill. Good positioning, peeking out. Oh, Dexter, he's still alive. He's given a chance, but Slacks is going to win it. 4K from Slacks in this round. Another hero play from him because he was holding it towards suicide, just taking those kills one by one by one. They were peeking him, he was drawing it back. But Sprout, that was nearly a nightmare round. And I think for Team Spirit, they'll be kicking themselves about losing that.
That was a massive opportunity. And Dexter does so much, but his teammates around him go for so many fights here with the pistols. You just wonder whether they're better off playing it safe at that point, because Sprout are clearly aware of the aggression. They've seen Dexter get those early kills. It's the pistol players not just pushing, but also pushing alone in some of those scenarios.
Yeah, they threw it away. It is the simple way of saying it. But Sprout, after losing their map pick of Ancient 16-10 to Spirit, they are now on Dust2, where Spirit would have, if they won this, over a 90% win rate against top opposition on Dust2. And Sprout are coming into this and putting up a fight. And I think Sprout have been one of those teams in the past that have been one of the best Dust2 teams themselves. They do play at a lower level, but they've been very proficient. They're very competent on this map.
Full B stack for Spirit might be found out quite quickly, because Sprout have taken the early long control. Favin's moving through lower tunnels. And every second that passes makes this look more and more like a round that Sprout will commit to this A site. And Team Spirit's CT side is a big reason why their Dust2 is so good, though. It's the fact that they're not one of those teams that is only good on one of the sides here. They can do a lot of good things on their CT half as well.
Yeah, I think you have to be a good Dust2 team, though, 'cause it's such a balanced map in that respect, right? It's almost 50-50 in terms of how it should be played. So Team Spirit has definitely got to be able to play CT side, but right now, Sprout just hanging up that, looking good in Slacks. I'm so glad he's been able to perform on Dust2 again against Team Spirit. Earlier on, we did see him have an unbelievable performance against the Brazilians. I was interested to see if it would transpire again later today. Slacks and Cressy getting kills between them. Mayo does get one. Dennis quickly on the reply and a cleanup. The cool thing is about Sprout, we came into the studio earlier on, Hulk, and we were taking a look at the matchup they were playing earlier on against the Brazilians, and we wondered if Sprout was even going to get here based on the performance they had this morning. But then they closed it out very comfortably on Mirage towards the end. And now we're here with an 11-8 scoreline. Sprout have got Team Spirit with a bye against them in the next round here. Important round ahead for the CTs.
Very important for Spirit to find some early success on their CT side. Otherwise, this will slip incredibly quickly because Sprout aren't too far away from that magic number 16. Only 5 rounds needed to get them to that point, and if they could win this one, the money could be bad. What a shot from Dexter. Here's that smoke being thrown. Puts the shot out there through the wall, and it's dead on. Spiddy down to 23 health early, and Sprout starting to group up into the B tunnels.
Oh, Mir's going to throw some utility on it. Somebody young, getting pressure, dropping back, and oh, Favin's Mac 10's come in with a big opening. Really important round, and Mir's only got one. He needed more than that. This B bomb site's fallen in Team Spirit. They're about to be found in middle as well. Spiddy's holding. Oh, Magic's ready for it with a FAMAS. But I think the round is looking quite difficult still, though. You've still got to get back into the B bomb site. I think they realized that. Oh, it's a bitter pill to swallow, but they have to go for the save call. They have to save their weapons. Sprout are on 12 rounds. Team Spirit are getting toyed with on their map. It's not just their map pick, it's their map right now. Dust2 is the Spirit map, and they're getting completely reamed out.
The way the timing worked on that hold for Spirit was not ideal. The fact that they have that molly going in just a few seconds too late, the Mac 10 can beat it. Then the player at car is trying to take the fight, but he gets blinded. It was SDY who was stuck in that position, and he would have just wanted Mir to keep his gun out, but Mir preemptively tries to put the smoke down so he can't get the kill onto that player that was running him down.
I've been waiting for this. The timeout for Spirit has finally come through, Hawker.
Yeah, we were asking for it earlier. Taking a while for them to go for it.
I was sitting thinking that this feels like the perfect time to do it. Because if you lose this round, we're really getting into territory where even a team like Spirit is difficult to come back from if they lose this. They not only have to win a round here, but they really have to go on a bit of a streak. Like they have to win four rounds here. You gotta try and tie up the scoreline.
Well, at least they saved those guns to make sure it is a proper buy into this round.
Well, we're getting into it. Team Spirit, they've got FAMAS in play on 2 players. Magic's been given the M4, slight upgrade from the previous round of that. Dexter going for some mid-aggression. He's got Chopper in behind him, or should I say in front. He might go for a bit of a bait and switch setup, so Dexter to pull that initial attention initially. You know, they're boosting in towards lower tunnels as well. Dexter's going to try and come away from that alive, and everybody's done it. Everybody's walked away alive. False alarm at the start of the round. The boost not working out for either side, but Sprout do have short control. Not deep short control, though. That smoke is very good. They might go for a boost here. Or at least Chopper, actually. I love this setup, actually. Dexter's going to be taking the initial attention away, and then Chopper can spring out and take down a couple with a rifle. At least in theory.
Chopper will be playing anti-flash because of that. He knows if his AWP Dexter gets blinded, he can turn around quickly. Sometimes you do see a molly put into short, but it's not that common nowadays. Normally a flash will suffice, and the molly means the CTs want to go aggressive.
Oh, Chopper, he's going to try and get in behind them. Utility starting to come through. Mir fighting middle. Favin, though, double kill. SDY down as well. Favin's trying to get away with murder here, and he's still in middle. They haven't been able to find him. They haven't been able to get the reply, and Favin's just tracking Chopper, tracking him. Finally, a kill comes in. Favin's found a 3K. I don't know how he's done it, but he's given Sprout the huge advantage. And Dexter's going to go over towards the B bomb site. In fact, they're all going over to the B site. The last 2 remaining for players from Team Spirit have gone over towards B. Slacks has missed the shot. I think at this point, Team Spirit probably realized, oh no, they've gone to the other side of the map. Dexter's alone. How can he pull this off? I don't think he can. Sprout, 13 rounds on the board. Just a good amount of time here to get the bomb planted as well. And Dexter saving his weapon. 3 rounds away from Sprout taking down Team Spirit on Dust2.
This is what can happen with Team Spirit sometimes. Not normally on Dust, but in some of the other maps. They're a very streaky team. Sometimes they look incredible. Sometimes they look like they are really struggling. And this is one of those moments where their high-risk playstyle doesn't give them the rewards they were looking for. They go so aggressive on those mid-fights. both of the players who were holding B go ahead and try and take those fights towards mid. They clearly wanted to assemble that push from the short side as well. They had Chopper pushing up, but he got stuck behind the smoke, which Sprout themselves put down. So that actually made a massive difference there, because you see Favard, he's getting pushed from just the one side. That smoke's up on his right. He's 100% safe. Chopper can't push soon enough. Favard's able to get away with even more.
SDY has been real quiet as well individually. You know, you don't like to highlight players' performances, but you can't ignore the fact that SDY can often deliver so much impact on Dust2, and he's down there on 5 kills. And on the other side of things, the complete opposite. Slacks on 22 and 9. Hella impressive. This buy doesn't give him much hope. 2 scouts, 3 deagles. Sprout looking like they want to go over towards the B bomb site. Mir's got to do something crazy here with the deagle, and that Molotov's going to force him away. So SDY's been pulled out of the B ramp, back over to the B site. He's going to try and find a kill here. Oh, they do line up, but as the deagle has found the first kill, they got to trade this out, Sprout. They got to find the reply. It's not going to happen, though. Mir's got another kill. Swinging out into the open, though. SDY not able to pick up anything. He does do damage that allows those body shots, but they need kills, and Spitty is taking kills of his own. They turned it back into favor for Sprout. The bomb down, and now the retake having to happen. Spirit, the initial kills are good from Mir, but it's not going to be enough. Dexter's going to have to try and pull off the impossible, and it's just not possible at all. 14-8. Sprout 2 away from victory.
Chopper just trying to fight so aggressively there in that 3v3, and you understand why, considering the lack of weaponry, the lack of ability to have a fair fight at the start of the round. But once you get into that 3v3 and they're on the B site, swinging like that is a huge risk. You're hoping that Sprout aren't ready for it, but Sprout don't have to be scared of too many angles. That's one of the few positions they will be watching. Unfortunately for Spirit, despite a promising start to the round, it doesn't turn into anything. 14-8 for Sprout. Spirit have to come through, and Dexter got given the opportunity, but can't make the most of it.
I think you need to take every opportunity here, and as much as that is a very difficult shot to land, it would have been great for Team Spirit to have that opening. Flash from Mir. It's going to blind away Dennis. Sprout do have that short control. They haven't gone around the corner yet. They're a little bit more tentative in that approach. They're going to try and run boost Dennis over the top. And in doing so, you can force the AWPer off the angle, but you don't waste a piece of utility. Luckily, they get the info. No one is holding from the ledge. Cresty being held back at long, but the attack from Sprout certainly coming in towards this A bomb site. Magic's about to get aggressive. Peeks out. Here comes the attack from Sprout. Chopper's got to deliver. Dexter is going to be neutralized, but the flashes. Chopper goes. He finds the 3K. A huge Chopper chop down. He's going to try and find a little bit more out of it. Blinded, caught in the open, and Slacks gets the reply, but he's got a lot more to do. 24 and 9. Can he bring it up to 28? He's jumping down into CT, and Mir's hit the headshot. It'll be the round here for Team Spirit. And it's a much needed round and delivered from Chopper.
We talk about Spirit being a streaky team at times. Maybe that could be the start of a win streak that they would need to come back into this one. Lovely play from Chopper. Slacks has to try and flash through after his teammates have been dealt with. Tries to force the issue. Ends up taking a long time to locate the position of Chopper, but eventually figured it out. Way too late though. They'd already lost too many players by that point. Nice hold on A from Spirit. However, that B site has also been a problem position for them on this CT side at times. Bomb left in spawn. So this will be a slower round from the Sprout side. Eventually, Cressy will go back and get that bomb. Still over a minute remaining. Sprout are happy to play a fairly standard start to the round. Spreading out initially, now taking the mid control into short. Spirit side, still playing fairly standard themselves, but eventually something has to give here.
Smokes into our CT. Spitty always caught the timing. Chopper had utility, but he somehow comes out with a kill. The Molotov has taken Spitty down, and SDY, this might just be the round to explode, and he's been so quiet, but this round, he needs to be loud. He's going to go around the other side. Mir with a double kill. The lineup is there, and that is more like it from Team Spirit. That is what we're used to seeing. And now they're up to 10. 4 in a row needed to tie up the scoreline still, and Sprout have been fantastic so far on this T side, so we can't count them out on any single round. But this is just a great sign of life from Mir, right? They line up, he gets the double. SDY, he's actually getting kills, right? So often, he just goes down without a fight there. And letting him get that confidence back is very important here for Sprout, or should I say Team Spirit, because you can't have any quiet players. You have to have everybody show up now if you want this comeback. Did a good job of getting Dexter off that long angle as well. Good flash to get him back into the site. You know he's the kind of AWP that will fall away from that.
It's so strange how it feels like as soon as Team Spirit win one of those rounds and finally break the loss streak, they just have a bunch of their players spring to life. It happens so often for them. As soon as they win one round, suddenly the confidence is back and they win the next one with Mir lining up some nice kills. This time it's Dexter's turn to try and add some to the tally. It's only the Deegs and the Scout up against him, but he's been dinked through the box down to 17 health.
Dexter should have got a kill there already. Oh, look at that nade damage though. On the Sprout, they're being softened up now for the attack, and another nade's going to go in, but I think that was too shallow to really do a whole lot. But Mir runs right through the smoke. Team Spirit are mental, and it's costing them right here. Slacks, Cressy, and Dennis are going to try and make it happen. SDY right through the smoke. What are you doing, Spirit? They're running through the smoke. They're giving kills away, and Sprout are a map point. That was winnable for Team Spirit up until everybody ran through the smoke.
Sometimes you just can't fight them, guys. I know you want to fight them, but it's just not a good fight to take. Just running through the smokes, taking the most unfavorable fights they can. Sprout are absolutely delighted to see Spirit sprinting through the smokes like that. And just as it looks like Spirit might be able to mount a comeback, Sprout may be able to close it out themselves. Slack's waiting to go onto this corner. Here's the shot from Dexter. Flash comes back around, and Dexter comes close, but misses again.
Yeah, he's missing too many of these early opportunities. Now he's sticking to the open. Gets away with a kill. Everybody's blind! Dexter's got a double kill! The flashes reveal a couple of frags now for Team Spirit, and Spitty and Dennis are going to make it happen. The veterans of the Sprout team as they go back into mid. Spitty's going to be taken out. Mir on the headshot. Dennis is running over spawn, and he's trying his best to take the long-range fight with the AK. They know where he's going. They know he's going B. And they're going to try and meet him there before he gets over Mir in the tunnels. He's not even going to wait for him. Oh, Mir, he could have just waited for Dennis to come into the tunnels, but instead went for the fight. And Mir's going to go down because of that. And now Dennis is in the 1v3. He's going to try and get into the tunnel, smoke up in front of him. Dennis starts to creep on through it. Waiting for him on the other side of it as SDY's up in the window. Dennis creeps over the top. They haven't spotted him. Smoke into the double door. That's information passed on. He is inside of the site. He'll make noise. That Molotov, though, that's going to force SDY back. And now Dennis is going to be able to plant unless they come through the smoke, which I would advise against Team Spirit. And now they're going to sit outside. Dennis looking for his angles, looking to find which position is the best to try and fight them on. He peeks into the tunnels, but Magix is there with a headshot. It's going to end up being Team Spirit on the 11th round. And Sprout will not get it done here.
Still giving away some unnecessary opportunities, but those long fights at the start were very strange. Both players blinded. Dexter was sitting there flash the whole time. The player eventually jumped back round, and then Slacks with that team kill, man. That was such a shame. Been playing so well so far in this game. Unfortunately, in that round, though, it was a costly one. Sprout down to the weaker buy. Hopefully Spirit don't take that for granted, though. We don't want to see them get too over-eager, as they have in some of these recent rounds. Only 4 rounds in it. Spirits could still come back and prove to us that they are one of the best Dust2 teams in the world. Deegs out for Sprout in this round.
Nade in towards Longhouse. Snuck into the double door. A minute and 5 seconds left. Slacks now trying to be the player once again to get them into these situations. They've won 2 of these rounds so far, Sprout. And his first shot landed here for Slacks. Dexter's got the kill though. Dennis has been taken out. Spitty's got through the mid doors, but Mira's ready for that. He's aware and he'll get his kill. Now looking for follow-up. He's going to try and fight it. And in the end, it's Cressy and Slacks who get 2 kills back in quick succession. Not like this. Surely not like this. Quick shot up from Sumdai Young. And now the B site is open. And SDY is aware of that. So he'll come back down and gets another one. This is more like it. Even against some of the weaker weapons, you want to see SDY starting to come alive. They want to pull this back to OT. Favin's going to watch over the D-goal, looking for the lineup, and Magix is in with a headshot. 15-12 for Team Spirit, who are now 3 rounds away from tying up the scoreline.
Sprout still making those rounds with the Deegs and Scout competitive in that one. They've done that a couple of times here, even winning some of them. But now they get the chance to go with the full guns. Again, the double-up setup remains from Team Spirit. I wouldn't be surprised to see Sprout test that B site at some point again. I think they do want to go ahead and go back there. They've seen SDY have some struggles before. He's upped his game somewhat. He's up to 10 kills now. However, if you can quickly explode through mid and go for that B split, could be the answer here for Sprout. They are keeping up with their slow style of play, though. Not overcommitting to anything here early in the round.
Double smoke into CT. Standard cross smokes here from Sprout looking to go for the B play. Look at that. Oh, the swing out CT immediately gets all the info. Chopper's just picked up so much information. They're not going for the B split. They might just go for the B hit right now. They still got players up in short. This B hit looking to come in. Maybe they try and fake out some utility into short. That could be the big player. Maybe even a lit push down. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Sprout are going to go for the lit round. B split. 2 players sitting here. Chopper has fallen back in behind the CT smoke and the attack comes through. SDY, he has been quiet, but he is now starting to step up. We've seen this kind of round before, and all the kills start to commit. Spitty goes down as well, and Cressy taken out of play. SDY, that's more like it. 13-15. Sprout, they try to go for the late round B split. They faked out the early CT smokes. But Chopper gets the info on the first and then drops back again, and Sprout now have to go for the timeout. That's their last one used up, Holker.
As I was saying, I thought Sprout might try and go back and exploit that B site again, but I was worried because SDY has clearly stepped up as of late. He steps up with the 3K in that very round. The fake did okay. It made Chopper go behind the CT smoke, so the mid play wasn't going to be as easy to deal with, but it's just the B site hold itself, which is so strong. Lovely shots into the tunnels. Utility not effective enough for Sprout, who have taken their last timeout ahead of round 29. They don't have a full gun round in this one. They will only have one more chance with the proper full buy to close out this game in regulation. This round, there is almost no investment. I cannot fathom a way in which Sprout win this round unless Spirit give them some opportunities. And please don't do it, Spirit. I know you've given them some opportunities previously, but this buy should not be working.
Yeah, they don't have a scout in the hands of Slacks, you see. That has been the key to unlock these rounds before, so I think Team Spirit should be fine in this one. Cressy's about to walk on through with a P250, smokes down in towards the CT cross. Nade's going in behind it, and Mir now looking out for the peak. It's SDY and Mir cleaning it up, and Mir especially on the 3K. Cressy has slipped through the smoke. He's in behind enemy lines. SDY, nice flick down. 15-14, round 30 is needed. Will it be a Sprout win, or will it be overtime? for Team Spirit on the comeback.
All it's taken for Team Spirit is that one round to get them rolling. Once they were 14-8 down, they had that moment and they went on this run. We call them a streaky team for a good reason. As soon as they start to hit their shots, they become very difficult to deal with. Mere up to 27 kills, 14 rounds for Spirit. They only need one more to take us to overtime, and then they look really good here with their recent form. Magix with one. Trade from one man, but Magix is still alive, and he's going to get away safely.
4 versus 3 for Team Spirit. They can be comfortable with this for the meantime. Sprout maybe got to look to their big player here. Slacks has been so good here on Dust2. Maybe he can make the difference. Maybe he can be the player to get them the kill back. Takes Raz, fluffed his lines in a few of these shots out towards long, but can't really afford to do that in this round.
They only have 2 smokes, and they're using them both now, so Sprout may just have to commit off the back of this.
Looks like they are going to. I think that's their only idea right now. They're going to go for it. Utility's still available as well for Team Spirit. They can dump the util. They can slow this down, allow for those rotations, and everybody's over here right now for Team Spirit. This could be an absolute nightmare for Sprout. They've got to get some incredible kills, and they've got to get them quick. One for Fava, but a quick peek out from Magix. Slack's doing some work, but he's down as well. Just one player. Dennis versus 2. Magix into his right side. Mir coming up the ramp, but Dennis looking for the picks. He's turned it into the 1v1. Dennis has done it! What a clutch! Sprout have taken Dust2 16-14. They take down Team Spirit on their home ground, and we have to go to a third. We'll be right back after the break.